I didn't plan to see it. I only called the technician because the camera at the porch had been flickering for weeks. I forgot to mention it to my son before I left the house that morning. By evening, when I opened the feed on my phone, the image sharpened, clearer than it had ever been. And there they were. My son, my daughter-in-law, not standing apart, not arguing, but together, entwined, hands where they shouldn't be, eyes locked in something I had no right to see, but now could never unsee. For 10 minutes, I froze, not breathing, not moving, every second stretched into a blade pressed against my chest. And then the worst happened. They kissed. My own flesh, my own son, in my own house, betraying me with the woman I once called my second daughter. That was the moment I died inside. The past that haunts. I remember the day I welcomed her into the family. She walked into our home with folded hands and shy eyes, calling me Ami as if she had always belonged. My son stood beside her, proud, protective. And me, I felt complete. She cooked with me in the kitchen, sat with me at night to talk, even pressed my aching head when the world became too heavy. I had trusted her like blood. I had trusted him because he was blood. Maybe that was my first mistake, assuming loyalty was inherited, not earned. The first cracks. It didn't happen all at once. Small things at first. My husband's old watch missing from the drawer. Money unaccounted for in the family business. My son's sudden excuses, late nights that didn't add up. Then her eyes. The way she avoided mine. Guilt lived there, disguised as politeness. I told myself not to doubt. Suspicion poisons families faster than betrayal. But then I found her phone, left behind on the sofa, the screen glowing with a message not meant for me. He's asleep. Come now. It wasn't signed. It didn't need to be. My silence, my mask. That was the day I changed. I didn't confront. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. Those are the luxuries of fools. Instead, I became silent, watchful. Every smile I gave them was measured, every word soft and harmless. They thought they had fooled me, that I was too old, too blind, too naive. But I was already writing the script of their downfall. The plan. First, I secured the house. Cameras fixed, passwords changed, every feed routed to my private account. Second, I reviewed the finances. Quietly moved assets, shifted ownership papers, locked accounts. My son thought his name still meant control. It didn't. Third, I collected evidence. Every kiss, every touch, every late-night meeting when they thought no one was watching. It wasn't rage guiding me. It was precision. Revenge, when done right, must be clean. No screaming, no chaos. Just the slow tightening of a noose they don't notice until it's too late. The trap. I waited. Patience is sharper than any blade. The night came when they sat together in the living room, whispering, planning their future. My son talked about selling land, about moving away, about starting fresh. They spoke as if I didn't exist, as if I had already been buried. That was when I stepped in. Calm, silent, a mother carrying tea on a tray. I set the cups down, smiled, and turned on the television. The screen flickered, and suddenly, there they were. Them, together, projected from the camera footage I had prepared. They froze. My son's face drained of blood. She covered her mouth with trembling hands. I didn't shout. I didn't curse. I only said, "You planned a future. I planned an ending." The fall. By morning, the lawyers had arrived. Documents already signed, accounts already emptied. The house, the land, the business, everything was in my name alone. My son begged. She wept. But paper speaks louder than tears. Then came the police. Not for the affair, no law punishes that, but for the theft, the missing money, the forged signatures I had traced back to them. Evidence sat neatly in a folder on the officer's desk. As they were led out handcuffed, their eyes finally met mine. Not with love, not with guilt, but with the realization that I had beaten them at their own game. The aftermath. The house is quiet now. Too quiet. Sometimes I sit in the living room where it all unraveled and let the silence settle on my shoulders. People ask me if I regret it, if I feel lonely. I don't. Regret is for those who lose. Loneliness is lighter than betrayal. I see their faces sometimes in memory, my son's pleading eyes, her trembling hands, and I feel nothing. Not hatred, not sadness, just relief. Because in the end, they thought they had fooled me. But I never forgot the technician, the camera, the moment my world split in two. I was silent, yes, but silence was my weapon. And when I struck, I didn't miss. Final reflection. Betrayal doesn't break you. It remakes you. It taught me that blood is not loyalty, love is not trust, and silence is not weakness. They thought they had destroyed me in 10 stolen